Hey there, it is Free and you're watching Budget with Free. And I know it has been a very long time since I have done my mom's sinking funds, cash stuffing, all the stuff. And I apologize because I know I have a lot of viewers that specifically like this content. But as you guys know, I had mentioned it a while back. My mom had her mom pass, my grandmother, and of course we had to once again empty out a lot of her envelopes. I still managed to keep some in play, but nonetheless a lot got emptied out, and so we've been just playing catch up, and I just haven't had the time to really focus on getting this stuffed. So that's what we're gonna do today. So without further ado, let's first count the money. So I have 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 400, 400. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 500, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 600, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and this one is 700. Okay, so I have pre-written out on another sheet where I'm going to put this money. So we're going fresh for August. June and July were a bust. So as usual, we're going to put, it was 7. I already took out the $400 that I take out of her money each month to pay her bills. So 4 plus 7 is 1,100. So we took out the 400, and then in spending, we are going to add $50. In clothing is still fully funded. Uber, we're putting in $70. I emptied that one out. Gifts, we're gonna put in $50. Groceries, we're gonna add 20. Then we have nothing there. Savings, we're going to add 20. And miscellaneous is getting whatever's left over. And emergency fund, I am adding $20. Medical, I am adding $60 because I emptied that one out. And her computer payoff, we're putting $200 towards that because I haven't taken anything out to put towards her computer the last 2 months. So we're gonna do $200. So that's our plan. And as you see, I kind of went through, wrote it out, did the math on the calculator, and that's how I kind of knew, but I like to keep it all on this sheet so I have a whole year's worth of what went on when I need to refer to it. This sheet came from the Budget Mom. It was a free, I think you just put your email in and it came for free. You can download it. All right, so, and I don't have my dry erase. So I'm gonna put y'all on pause for a second. Okay, I am back. Got the dry erase. It's actually a wet erase, so it doesn't come off until you put water on it. Okay, so for spending, we are adding, spending has 0, and we are going to add, today is August 4th. We are adding 75, nope, we are adding $50. Reason we're only adding 50 is I left about $100 in her bank account. So hopefully she won't need it all. So 50, 20, 40, and 50 is going into spending. Clothing, I have it capped at 100. We're adding nothing. Oh, it's fully funded. So actually, let me go ahead and take this fully funded card. We'll add that in there. Uber is getting $70. It currently has 0. So 84 plus 70. It's capped at 75, so all I have to do is add $5 more, and that's gonna be fully funded. 20, 40, so let's do 10s. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 70. Uber is just in case she needs a ride and I'm not available. She has money to go ahead and pay for the Uber. Gifts is getting 50. It currently has $22, $23, $24, $25. So we're gonna add 8, 4, we're adding 50. So that's gonna bring this to $75. So we only need 25, and then this will be fully funded again. Grocery has $20 in it. And that's because she has the, between food stamps and then her Care One credit that she gets, she really hasn't needed to tap into her extra money for groceries. So we're just slowly filling this up as a backup, because y'all know how it works. One day it's here, the next day it's gone. They'll take your benefits away in a heartbeat and not even think twice. So we're just gonna slowly build this up in case that happens. Did I add the money to, I'm so confused. Did I add gifts? No. Gifts, I was supposed to add 50. 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. So that brings us to 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 2, 3, 4, 5. 75, which is what I was supposed to have. Groceries, we're adding a 20. Brings that to 40. Savings, nothing's in there currently. I took out whatever was in there. So we're gonna add $20, and this will be $20. Next up is miscellaneous. That I'll just put whatever's left over. Medical has some money. Let's see what we have. 10, 20, 30, $40 in medical. And I am gonna add another 60. So 84 plus 60, which will bring this to $100. Let's see, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. So medical should be 100, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And now medical's fully funded. I just need to get a fully funded card. The computer payoff, she still owes $1,100. As you see, we haven't deposited anything in here for a long time. So we are going to put in, we're gonna subtract 200. This is the balance. So we're gonna subtract 200, but we're really adding. So that's gonna bring her balance down to $900. That's owed on the computer. So 200. So that makes it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700. emergency, I am going to, I didn't touch emergency. So emergency, we're gonna add $20. 84 plus 20, which should bring her to $340 in here. Let's see, let me color 2 of these. 1 and 2. Let's see. So we have an emergency 100, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300, 10, 20, 30, 40. So 340 is correct. And then we are left with 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 210 for miscellaneous. So let's do 8, 4, 210. So her balance is 210. And if it doesn't get used, we will roll it over and try and get some of these fully funded. And then the last thing I want to do is the pot of gold challenge. Let's see here. I'd like to keep it as an even number. So let's do this 10 here. And we'll do 5, and we'll do another 5. So that's $20 we're putting into here. So let's take 20. I take it from miscellaneous. 8, 4 minus 20. So that brings her down to 190 here. So let's do 20. So now in pot of gold, 20, 40, 50, 5, 56, 57, $58 in this challenge. And what I'll do with these small little challenges is as I fill one up, I'm probably just gonna pop it into savings because I would like to get her savings to a point where if something happens, we don't have to go emptying the whole book, because that's what happens every time we have an emergency. You'll know last year she went on vacation and there was this whole big freaking thing, and I had to send her, she spent way too much money, her whole book got emptied. Then in December, I think it was, or November, her sister passed away, and again we had to empty out the book and almost start from scratch again. And then this recently, a couple months ago, my grandmother. And so, you know, I would like to hopefully get her to a point where, and each time, mind you, I've managed to save and safeguard this emergency fund. I would like to build it to $1,000, and then from there, really hone in on her savings. Because I would like to get it to a point where if something happens, we don't have to touch all these little envelopes that hold all this extra money, and just be able to pull from a savings account or an emergency account. Now, when you're low income, it's very hard to get it built up to that. I mean, if you're just looking at this emergency tracker, we've been working on this for about 2 years. Started out putting $10 a week. That's it. Not $10 a week, $10 a month. Because she only gets paid once a month. So we did that for a while, just putting $10, $10, $10. And then as I was able to fully fund some of these other things, I was able to up it to $20. And now we put $20 a week every month. I would like to get it to a point where all of these are filled and I can start doing $30 a month or $40 a month until I get this emergency fund in place. and then start working on the savings portion of it. So, you know, in full disclosure, I am not a financial professional by any means. I'm just a girl helping out her mother who asked me to help her. And that's what I'm doing. And I'm doing it the best way that I know how. And she does get help from me. So, you know, she doesn't have some of you guys on low income. I know you're really struggling because on top of that, you're paying your rent and everything else. My mom is fortunate enough to where I was able to pay off the condo and she doesn't have rent. She still has maintenance fees, which are like $400 a month. But, you know, we make it work. And then, you know, as you see, we have our little funds, and when she needs something, we have it. So that's what works for us. It may not work for everybody else out there. You have to tailor your budget to the best you can. And remember, every little $5 increment that you save adds up. It may take you longer than the average person, but I promise it adds up over time. And there's going to be those days where you just got to throw in the towel and start over. But the point is, you have to get back on and start over, because if you don't, you're never going to be able to build a little nest egg for yourself. You're always going to be living month by month by month. So just hang in there, stick it out, do the best you can, do what you can afford, try and find a little side hustle gig if you can, to help supplement some of the money coming in. Go through your house and find things that you can sell on Facebook or on any of the number of different companies that are out there now that you can list stuff for sale, to try and bring in a little something extra every month. Other than that, I don't have much more help than what I've given you. I love everybody's comments, because if people read through the comments, sometimes they get ideas from you guys, because someone may have a better idea than I have. So I appreciate all the comments and you guys talking, and because it really helps more than just me. It helps whoever goes through and reads those comments. If you're new here, I hope you enjoyed the content. You'll consider subscribing to my channel. I try and get these done once a month when her check comes in. Other than that, I do my cash stuffing for myself and my family, but this gets done once a month unless something crazy happens like what just happened. So I hope you enjoyed it. Again, hit that like button, leave me comments down below, and I will see you all real soon. Bye.